What I mean by that, man, there was this energy.
Hey man,
Lions, man.
Hey, what up, homie?
I hope God is blessed
With
with a
a
little physical energy. There was this energy.
Hey man,
Aggressive, dancing around, and I'll be straight with a little physical dancing, man. This energy. What up? What up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today we are doing another review for 5% Nutrition. Oh, my boys over there, man. R.I.P. Rich, kill it. The original, homie. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, man. 105% content, man. Freaking putting my heart into this for you, man. So click subscribe and let's get into this. God bless all of you, man. I hope you're feeling amazing, living from your heart and staying out of the noisy head. I know something about a noisy head, man. I always tell you guys, you see my conversations, well, I don't always tell you this, but you see my conversations with you, but you don't see my conversations with my sponsor. You don't see my prayers to God, man, because my head's crazy. I got to treat it too, man. Anything I say to you is to reinforce within myself, because this thing right here is a monster, homie. I got to be on guard. Remember, man, as you go through the day and you catch yourself, man, we got to be on guard for things that get us further from God. Next time you decide to freaking jerk off, touch your little pee-pee, next time you decide to turn on porn, next time you decide to engage in that toxic conversation, to indulge in gossip, talking ugly about someone, freaking trashing somebody, you hear my voice, man. Hopefully you don't hear it for too long while you're jerking it. But for real though, man, you hear me say, is this thing you're doing right now, this conversation, this action, this little dishonesty, is this getting me closer to my true self, closer to who I am to the core, closer to God? It's all the same. Or is this getting me further? Every decision we make either gets us closer to God or further. Choose wisely, man. Don't let life pass you on by. Anyway, man, I freaking love the brand, homie, and you guys know by now, sick tub, sick branding, sick freaking line, sick formulas. I love it, man. I love it, and I'm so proud of my friends over there. No, for real. Pride's a sin. Gets me further from God. All right, man, so here we go. I like Rich, man. You know, he was before my time in bodybuilding, but I see a lot of his videos floating around. Seemed like a really good soul, dude. I know he was on all those steroids and drugs and stuff. You know, that's not my vibe, man, like promoting all that craziness, you know. But I do feel like he was a good soul, man. I think he was fun to watch, entertaining, and I think that from what I know, man, he tried to help a lot of people and bring value to the industry. So God bless his soul, and God bless yours, man. Let's get into this. So this is their, I don't want to say their lowest level pre. This is more of their basic budget. You know, their lowest one is the code red one that I reviewed. I don't know if I dropped it yet or not by the time you see this. It's their code red. That's really their like budget basic one. This is their, what I would call their entry level daily driver. And so they're telling you here, the full AF is their, you know, zero stim. Then they got the kill it. Then the reloaded, which, dude, that's going to make my top list this year for pre-workouts, and the 5150, which is probably also going to make my top list. Two things that I keep here. I really love them both. This one right here definitely has pros and cons, and I'm going to give it to you straight. Let's talk about the label real quick. So they're doing this 1 scoop, 2 scoop, redfish, bluefish, and before I forget, man, this is a wild berry, and I want to tell you something, homie. You might not have guessed this, but this berry was really wild. I mean, untamed, freaking. Once the berry was out of the cage, homie, there was no bringing him back in. That berry went freaking berry, hairy, canary, son. That berry was freaking maniaco. They should have called it maniaco berry because that berry was freaking out there, homie. I would say, I mean, this was like 85%, no, this was like 83% wild and 17% berry. That's how wild this hitter was, man. No, for real, homie. If we can't have a good time, man, where can we, if we can't talk junk here? All right, man, so this berry was freaking delicious, dude. Like as good as a wild berry get. I don't even know. It was just freaking amazing. Every flavor, their manufacturer has an amazing flavoring system. I mean, even their 5150, their high stim pre, just tastes fire. If you guys have used like Psycho Pharma, Edge of Insanity, you know how a good high stim pre-workout taste, Alpha Yo Slapper, they're no different, man. This stuff is just awesome, awesome flavor. So look, man, they're doing the 1 scoop, 10 grams, 20 grams. 20 grams, I mean, is loaded, and you're getting 20 servings in a container, but this is really a value hitter, man. You might complain about that, and I don't even often bring up money, but I looked it up just to give you the pros and the cons. Dude, it's like 30 bucks or something after my discount code for this freaking tub, dude. So it's definitely for the value hitter, and it's not a bad formula, dude. Listen to this. So they're giving you at the 2 scoop, and I actually also like this at 1 scoop. Not for me personally, but for you. I wouldn't take this at 1 scoop, but I'm going to tell you what this is good for, man. Listen to this, man. You know, I got to put my twist on it, homie. Twist and shout. I'm getting ready for my wedding. Twist and shout. That always has to get played. All right, man, here we go. 70 calories, and that probably comes from the glycerol. So listen to this. L-citrulline, 5 grams for the pumps, man. Solid amount of citrulline, man. You are good for some freaky pump with that. Creatine monohydrate, 2.5 grams. So that, dude, you might say, why couldn't they just give us the full dose of creatine? And I think that's a valid point. Like, to me, it's like, if you're going to give me creatine in a pre, just make it the full 5 grams or don't give it to me at all. Because most people, I think most bodybuilders are programmed to want to get that 5 grams in a day if they're on creatine. So it's like, either give me the full dose or don't. That's my opinion. So, you know, I could imagine you would think the same thing because everyone should think like me. No, L-taurine, kind of an all-around ingredient, 2 grams. Hydroprime is glycerol, 1 gram. And you might cry about that, man. Oh, 1 gram of glycerol. Dude, I'm telling you, the pumps on this thing are like the star of the show. This is these pumps are no joke, dude. 5 grams of citrulline and 1 gram of glycerol just to fill you out a little, dude, is freaking good to work. It works if you work it, so work it because you're worth it. All right, man, betaine anhydrous, 2.5 grams, fully dosed for the power output. Beta-alanine, 1,600 milligrams. Again, they're giving you half the dose of the betas. You got to feel the betas to be an alpha. And so that's kind of good news for people who hate beta-alanine. This will be good for you. If you love beta-alanine, you're still going to feel some tingles, but you're not getting the full 3.2 hitter. It's a compromised middle road. Again, it's an entry-level daily. L-tyrosine, 1 gram, focus, caffeine anhydrous, 300 milligrams, man, nice amount. Alpha GPC, 300 milligrams. That's a fine dose, dude, of alpha GPC. It yields 50%, gets you focused in, dialed in, thinking about the waist, forgetting about your Tinder dates, homie. Freaking right swipes on me, left swipes on you. We're not the same, homie. I'm out here doing Wolfenstein, pumping that iron. You're over there playing Duke Nukem Doom Wolfenstein. You get the left swipes, homie. Caffeine citrate, fast-acting caffeine, 50 milligrams, which yields 25. So you get a full 325 of caffeine, great daily driver. And huperzine, man, 400 micrograms. So, dude, they're giving you pumps, creatine, focus, a little betas, 2 kinds of caffeine, only caffeine for the stims, and some focus ingredients, dude. It's actually a nice freaking label for the value, dude. This is not a bad pre-workout. Now, look, I'm going to give you the pros and the cons. Now, first of all, it tastes freaking amazing. Second of all, the pumps are sick on it. So I'm going to tell you what I like about it. I'm going to tell you what else I like about it. Number 1, it performs better than the label suggests. Like when you take this, when I took this, my thought was somebody at 5% just knows how to formulate. That's been my experience with their 5150, with their Reloaded, and with this. It exceeds the label. You feel good pumping iron on it. Is this a special pre-workout? Of course not. Is this a freaking memorable pre-workout? Of course not, dude. This is an entry-level daily that just hits all the angles just enough to freaking give you a good iron pumping experience. I mean, the truth is, what more do you need to freaking pump some iron? I mean, that's the truth on it, all right? So if you just want a great value pre-workout, it's a step up from their Code Red, definitely well-rounded, definitely feel the good 325 energy. It kicks in 10 minutes. You feel a nice energy. I mean, the 325 caffeine, if caffeine is can be well-sourced, this feels well-sourced. You're awake, you're alert, you're in iron pumping mode. I like this for a chest day or an arm day because you can really see the pumps, or even shoulders. For a big back day or big leg day, probably not something I would personally grab. I want something with a little more backbone to it, but this was totally sufficient, dude, to pump some freaking iron. I mean, dude, my mindset is I'm just grateful God allows me to freaking lift weights after the way I treated people and women and just acted disgusting. I'm good training stim-free, so anything is just icing on the cake. So when I take this, I'm just freaking feeling pretty dang good. The pumps are sick on it. Vascular, tight, full, just really solid pumps on it. That's the star of the show. And feel good energy and a little bit of focus, good endurance, probably from the glycerol, the betaine, and whatever. I feel strong on it. It's everything you want a basic daily driver to do. It's without the alpha yo. It's not a stim junkie daily. It's a everything you want. I don't even want to say high-end daily because there's some really loaded. It's everything you want a budget freaking daily to do. 20 grams is nice. Now, I want to tell you this. At the 1 scoop, this is a great cardio or energy supplement. You could take this for any sport. Another thing you could take this is for any sport you're doing. You playing volleyball, you're doing pickleball, you're freaking doing cardio, you're rowing, you could take a scoop of this and you're getting whatever 325 is divided by 2. Well, what is that, 162.5? Please tell me I'm right. Come on. I don't know. I think 162.5 milligrams of caffeine. Now I'm going to be in my head for the rest of the review. Very good for any sport because you're not overwhelmed with the betas and you'll get some pump and blood flow and stuff like that, which will contribute to your physical activity. So at 1 scoop, you can get a full 40 servings, taste amazing, a great energy drink replacement for any activity. I'll tell you that. Like instead of your cup of coffee or your energy drink, this would be a great alternative. The third use for this is if you're playing mad scientist, stacking on their L-carnitine, using an alpha yo pill, using that DMHA freaking from Dark Labz, using Arrhea from Xtremis, testing that shady DMAA trash bunk snickle fritz you bought from some UK guy's basement or some European site or some garbage. This would be great because there's no other stimulants on it. You can see what's what and who's who in the do. And the fourth way is just don't use it. That's the fourth way to use it, is just not to use it. You're just here for the entertainment. And for that, I say click the like button. So a well-rounded, entry-level daily driver for the budget folk, freaking perfect, dude. It outperforms what the label suggests. No negative side effects. Perfect for an upper body, just good iron pumping session with good pump. And at 1 scoop, perfect for cardio or any energy drink replacement or any sport. Like I wouldn't pump iron at this on 1 scoop, but freaking definitely has its uses, and 40 servings will go a long way. I'll link below where to get it to knock off 20%. It supports me, supports Rich, supports 5%. God bless all of you. Let's get this dang muscle. We're out.